What's good with y'all, man? Harvey Only Taylor checking in once again, feeling good, feeling positive, feeling alive. In today's episode, we will be talking about suicide. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not talking about the YouTube star that passed away, but he will be referenced in this video. So let's get into it. Suicide. I don't have the answers on suicide, but I'm going to give you my interpretation of suicide. And I'll just say it like that. A lot of people talk. A lot of people try to come from a place of knowing, but you can only know from your first-hand experience. You can't know just teaching, and that's something teachers need to understand. But anyway, when it comes to suicide, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people commit suicide because people just need a way out. And it's like this life shit is too much sometimes. Life is too much. Life can be some bullshit. Like, it'll get to the point where you think it can't get worse, and it'll get worse. You think it can't get worse than that, and it'll get worse. It'll get so worse that you say to yourself, it can't get no worse than this, and it gets worse than what the fuck it was. We all went through that. We all been through that feeling of saying it can't get worse than this, and it gets even worse than what it is, and even worse than that. And for some of us, the first thing we think about is, man, I want to die. I'm tired of this shit. Just last week, man, I found myself wanting to blow my brains out, man. And this is something that's not being talked about. And I feel like life is a game, man. Life is a game. Life is a sadistic motherfucking game, and there is no coming back. You could do anything in life. Life is Grand Theft Auto. You could kill, shoot, stab, rape, do whatever, but you don't come back a second time. And for a lot of people, it's shit that go on in life that they can't cope with. For instance, getting raped or dealing with family that don't understand. Me growing up, I lived with my grandma. It was a lot of the times where I had a lot of pain in my heart, a lot of pain in my chest. I can't run to the person that's supposed to be there for me. I can't tell her nothing. So if the person or the people that are supposed to be there for you don't give a fuck about what's going on, don't even want to give you no time of day, no time of empathy, no time of sympathy, who the fuck can I run to? If the people closest to me don't give a fuck, who do give a fuck? Fuck it, I'm going to take myself out. If the people closest to me don't give a fuck, I'm going to take myself out. And I felt like that for a long time, man. I used to feel like that for a long time. And sometimes I find myself getting in that situation or feeling like that, but I always tell myself, I love myself too much for that. I ain't going to take myself out. But some people don't have the same affection for themselves. Some people don't give a fuck the same way. Some people are just sick and plain tired of it. You know? And let's just say if I did have that gun, you know, a gun is quick and painless, so I probably would have did it. But then it's like when you sit back and think, damn, well, if I kill myself, my mom gonna be fucked up. My brother gonna be fucked up. My homie's gonna be fucked up. My partner's gonna be fucked up. But my whole thing is this: where the fuck is my homies? Where is my mom? Where all them at when I'm going through this shit? I understand we all go through problems in life. I understand all that. But if I feel like the problems I'm going through is causing me to want to end my life, I feel like my problems is a little bit more serious. And maybe to you they might not be serious, but we gotta remember, everybody not cut from the same cloth. Everybody doesn't come from the same skin. Everybody's not built from the same stock mold. We all don't come from that. You know, a lot of people aren't built like that. Really. You know, I feel like, how should I say this? I feel like, you know, black people more so, I'm not going to say can deal with it better than other people, but I just feel like being at our whole situation in the U.S., or globally, I should say, with this whole racial tension, we're able to deal with a little bit things better. We are, as a group, able to deal with certain things better because other groups out here aren't going through that. A lot of people run from their countries because it's fucked up to come to the U.S., but we don't got nowhere to go, so we deal with it the best way we can. So with that type of mentality, I couldn't cop out like that. Not only do I love myself that much, but it's just a lot of other shit that I deal with or we deal with as a collective. So that's how I feel on that situation. So us naturally have that ability for the most part, not all, but as a collective. But other people don't have that. And to talk about the YouTube star, rest in peace to him. I think his name was Etika. I don't know who he is, never watched him. I think he was more so for the younger people, but we don't know the demons he was facing. We don't know the demons he was he was battling. We don't know none of that shit, man. And people think just because you got 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, people still don't understand. Millions of followers don't equate to money. You know what I'm saying? 1 million followers do not equate to money. And we didn't need that to happen to the one girl, but it doesn't equate to money. And people are stressed themselves out over followers, man. Best believe it's people that kill themselves over followers. We just don't hear about it. But people have done it. We just don't hear about it. So I say this to say this, man. Life is crazy. Life is a sadistic game. And a lot of us want a way out. You know, we wish we could just go to sleep and dream. Almost like when you're in jail, when you're in prison and shit. They always say you can't sleep your time away. But motherfucker, if I'm awake, I'm in this motherfucking cell. If I'm awake, I'm in motherfucking hell. So I'd rather stay asleep and dream wherever I'm a dream than fucking waking up. One time I was in jail, had a dream, I'm about poolside, fucking some bad bitches. They wake me up, yo, it's time for breakfast. Now, do you think I really wanted that breakfast? Or you think I wanted to stay by that poolside? That was my outlet. You understand what I'm saying? That was my outlet. Being that I'm locked up, I'm caged down. This is my reality. I'm caged down. So the only time I have an outlet and I can escape this reality is in my dream world. And that's the same thing with people out here. Some people feel like the only way they escape their reality is through suicide. And that goes into drugs and all that, because some people use drugs for that too. But that's not the topic. A lot of people like to say, well, fuck it, man, fuck the bullshit, I'm going to just take myself out. And men kill themselves more times than women ever do. That's fact. That's fact. So if you're a man, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Because as a man, it's a lot on your back. As a woman can suck and fuck all day. She might not want to, but it ain't shit for a woman to suck and fuck all day. I got a couple homies, I know a couple female friends I had that told me a dude to pay him $250 just to fuck. For dudes, it ain't like that. We gotta grind, we gotta hustle, we gotta be the boss of the family, team, whatever. So that's a lot of baggage to carry. And that'll make motherfuckers commit suicide. People in China be working them 14, 15-hour days on a consistent. You think they ain't gonna kill themselves, man? People need a way out. People want a way out. And a lot of people feel like death is the only way out. And that's why a lot of people can't cope. People tired of waking up, doing this and doing that. And we can tell everybody, yo, you just gotta grind, man. You just gotta get yourself right, man. You gotta have that discipline. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody doesn't have that discipline. Everybody doesn't have the wherewithal to stop giving a fuck what people think. Everybody don't have the wherewithal to be able to hustle and grind and fuck everything else. People don't have the wherewithal. Everybody is not built like that. It's people in the world that's always gonna give a fuck about what somebody that don't give a fuck about them think to make them kill themselves. It's always gonna be like that. People get people that don't even know them power. People will always give a fuck about what people think. People always gonna give a fuck about the haters, quote unquote. People always gonna give a fuck about shit like that. Always. People always gonna give a fuck about that. So it's gonna be a lot of bodies dropping, bullies and shit like that. Even though with this internet shit you got a off to, but people don't see it like that. That's the only way they see it, and a lot of people want that outlet. And if death is that outlet, then so be it. That's what it is. And I'm gonna let y'all go with that, man. And also, as a side note, in this video, I wasn't talking nothing, you know, nothing crazy, whatever. If anybody felt like that about certain things that I've said, but at the end of the day, I'm a black man in America. We black folks in America. And y'all know what it's here for. So that's why I said what I said. Real talk. But like I said, man, Harvey Only Taylor, man. Follow me on Twitter, Harvey Only Taylor, YouTube, Harvey Only. Everything Harvey Only Taylor. I don't use Snapchat, none of that. I only use 4 channels. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And that's Harvey Only Taylor on all of them, man. Check me out. Nonsense Mixtape 4 is out. Just dropped a new track, trying to get it on my motherfucking SoundCloud. Gives me clout, coming soon. It will be out by the summer, believe that. The summer is here, so I'm not gonna say by the summer, but I'll say it'll be out in the summer. But I'm out.